Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Um, it's been a while since came live, and just a quick update. Everything is fine. My summer break just started. I'm a teacher, so I have the next couple months off, and a lot of that energy is going to be put into work on all the projects I'm involved in, and I'm excited to see what we can cook up this summer. All right, so Classic Rewards has been going well. We have a lot of plans, uh, and we are planning very well to take it to the next level. So today, what I'm going to do is I am going to be talking about some stuff that's happening in the Ethereum Classic ecosystem, and from there, I'll see who's able to come on, and if we have a good number on, I will go ahead and we'll play Stamford Skirmish. But if you have any questions, anything, just put in the comments and we'll discuss it. So we're here to talk about Ethereum Classic, talk about the blockchain, talk about proof of work and everything related. So all right, those of you who are new to Classic Rewards, to this channel, my name is Salom Jaka, also known as Patient Money, and CEO of Classic Rewards. I put together a pretty good team, and with the right funding, we can take this to places. Um, Currently minting on Binance and Ethereum Classic. Minted 420 on Binance and 730 on Ethereum Classic. And then game is a strategy card game. Um, that has several aspects to it. We also have physical cards. We actually printed a demo, so we have physical cards out there that we plan to make a bulk of and give out as well. So if you are on Ethereum Classic right now, if you are going to mint on one, I would suggest to mint on Ethereum Classic because the first 1,000 is very special. The first 1,000 mints, we will make sure that at the very least you get your money back, but best case scenario, you get double your money back when we mint out. So we have a lot of things planned, and the one thing we can do, the least we can do, is to reward our early investors because without them, we wouldn't have been able to come this far. So we have different game modes, different things that we are trying to get the devs to build, but we're waiting to see what comes from the funding from ECC grants DAO to see if we make the list, and if we do, it would determine how much more we can do, so we can build something more robust. So we're just gonna wait a week or two while we still sit down and plan for the future. All right, so let's take a quick look at uh, Ethereum Classic. Well, if you're on Ethereum Classic and you're not following proof of work, you better be okay. Uh, so this proof of work summit is going to be huge because after ETH switched to um, after ETH switched to proof of stake, now people are actually realizing how important proof of work is to decentralization. So with Ethereum Classic hosting this and showing people that there's life in Ethereum Classic, and I'm sure with some of the projects that they're about to sponsor, there's going to be stuff that's being built on Ethereum Classic. That is going to be a big boost for the network as a whole. Um, Sharma, how you doing? Sharma says, let's see the ETC chart. Yes, we are going to see the ETC chart. This past couple weeks, about 3 weeks, I tell you what, 3 weeks, I haven't checked my phone for any price on BTC, whatever. Every now and then I see a slight notification that says, oh, BTC dropped by 4% or ETC dropped by, a couple percent. So I know there's been some dropping going on, but it's just I had to take a little break from following the price and everything. So let's see here. Um, Bitcoin is cooling off a bit, cooling off a bit. I think we had gone up to, was it 28,000? And we're cooling off a bit, and everything is following suit. But Ethereum seems to be holding quite strong here. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Solana 19. Okay. Oh, Matic dipped quite a bit. All right, so we're going down somewhere to ETC. So Litecoin is doing well because of the uh, what is it? Is it halving or fitting? I'm not sure. Um, that's why Litecoin is doing super super well. All right, scroll down to Ethereum Classic. That's where we're going. I'm going to go with the trading view. All right, so if you see this, I could draw a pretty big downward trend, downward trend, all the way from about October. But the other day we were comparing it. If you actually compared ETC to Bitcoin on the yearly, ETC was actually performing better. But I think we don't need to go too far. Let's see. Let's start from, okay, December 2022. So from December 2022 till now, I'm zooming here. It's quite interesting. We're doing a lot of sideways game, and I think the same thing that happened, is it a year or two ago, could happen again. And this is not the time to be playing in the market. This is not a time to be trying to go long and short and risk a lot, right? You have to be strategic and plan properly, because if you keep going long short, you make money on the short run. But what will happen is that you will get caught with your pants down someday, sometime. So with Ethereum Classic, looking at the price historically and what it's never done before, those of you who do not know, in about a couple of weeks here, some funds are going to be released. And these funds, this is the list here of projects that applied. Now, I think about 53 projects have applied in English that I've seen and I can read. 13 applied in Chinese that I cannot read. And just here in a minute, we're going to look at some of these projects, and I'll tell you which ones um, are my favorites, or I think should definitely get grants. Um, and it's very interesting to see the ETC chart, and the fact that the realization of the importance of proof of work. I just zoomed all the way out. So as you can see, we pretty much have a pretty good flow here. So long as we do not drop below $13, I think we are okay. Okay, we are sweeping sideways. Sideways is always a good thing, because what happens is that we consolidate for a long time, and when everything aligns, boom, we go. The time that ETC went from this is from $6, right, all the way up to $180. ETC didn't have a single decentralized application on the network, not a single one, not a single one. And today, there's a lot of life on the network. There are people that are interested to build on the network, and there is funding, okay, which hasn't been done before, which could change a lot of things. So again, it's consolidating pretty nicely. It hasn't actually been very volatile. You would assume that, it hasn't actually been that volatile. So that means that holders are holding, and people who know what it's worth are buying, right? So over here, I'm not going to draw any lines, but you can see that it's kind of like coming together. It's kind of like squeezing a little bit. and usually after that there's a pop that happens. So I'm expecting it to be exciting this summer. I'm expecting to be exciting this summer. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick look at the projects and see which projects have. I don't know if you guys have gone to check it out, but if you go to etcgrants.io and you hit the browse, you can see all the projects that are applied. So I'm gonna, just quickly uh, talk about if I don't know much about a project, I'm just gonna say I don't know much about it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Nobody should take anything personal. This is I haven't done the detailed research. This is just looking on the surface, right? All right. So the first one, shitcoin swap. This one, it was the very first project that was put on there pretty much like a few minutes when they first released it. Yeah, and it was done so quickly. I don't think I thought I didn't know. Maybe they thought they were going to give the awards in order of application or something, but it was just way too quick. So I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely. Mm-mm. Now this one, the man who sold the world. I've been seeing it around, but they're asking for a lot of money. They're asking for 10% of the entire grant round that they're giving out, and they have a good idea and stuff, but it's like I wish I could have seen more action on etc uh from them, more action on etc from them earlier. So I don't know, that for 10% and you know them not being present in etc for long. But I'm not the one making the decision. So this is up to Bob. But it sounds good. I read it. It sounds good. If they truly go through with it, it would be something that brings a nice metaverse to etc. All right. So just NFTs. I took a quick look at this one. I have no comment. Um, uh, I have no comment on that one. Okay, turbine swap. Okay, so turbine swap. So it's an existing swap. Okay, so they are applying for the conversion fee, which is 25,000, which is fair. So again, swaps are good and all, but we have to have dApps that work. So we need decentralized applications that use these swaps. That's how the swaps are going to make money. That's how they're going to stay motivated to keep developing, keep securing it, and doing whatever they need to do. So swaps are great and all, but we don't need too many swaps. Nerve network. Uh, okay, asset relay network connecting multiple blockchains. A completely gas-free blockchain. That's interesting, and they are only requesting 20,000. So I think that's pretty interesting. They need to take a closer look at that and see. All right, Ethereum Classic Public subgraph. Yeah, we need a subgraph for sure. I've seen about three different applications for a subgraph. So the question is, who can do it well? Maybe they should give it to two people and see who builds it well, so that they can fund them again for the next round of grants. So we need a subgraph as well. That way, all the data on Ethereum Classic can be pulled from the different sources, and it will automatically trigger certain bots that trade, certain whales that trade, that rely on the subgraph for information. So Ethereum Classic does need a subgraph. So all right, let's check out more applications here. Come on, load up. Oh, so shitcoin swap look like they put in another application after their first one, because the first one, that's the one I read, and it was really um yeah, it was put together too quickly. So I hope they did a better job this time. And then I just swap. Okay. All right. We have clearinghouse help. So clearinghouse help, I believe. What is this? It's a comprehensive resource for drivers who have failed a drug test, helping them find employment and address the driver shortage. Conversion and they're only requesting $1,000, just give it to them. Just give it to them. Anything on ETC is good. Whatever they are doing for $1,000, just give it to them. Izumi Finance is a multi-chain DeFi protocol providing one-stop liquidity. Okay. They need to be vetted very well. We need to see their old work. Let me, if I hit this, okay, I guess I could hit this and go back. So yeah, their old work needs to be vetted, very well, and then but then again, this is a multi-chain DeFi protocol. Okay, so DeFi. So we need more dApps on ETC, more DeFi projects that will increase the trading traffic volume on ETC. Okay, mile 12, a marketplace for one-on-one art on Ethereum Classic. Well, one-on-one art marketplace. If they can make a nice simple one, that's good. We have ETC Planets that's doing well. So yeah, I hope ETC Planets gets funded so they can even do much better, improve their interface and all that. So if they are coming from a different project, it's quite easy to vet them. You go see the previous thing they did over there, see if it works well, see how how secure it is, and if everything is good there, you just give them money for conversion. All right, so the classic dogs, this is a project by the Ship Classic team, and I think they are doing a pretty good job. They have good volume on ETC, and they, I heard something recently that they're going to have some utility with the NFT, so people are going to be earning from it. So uh, they are doing a pretty good job for only $10,000. Just give it to them. All right. Balkan and Kosovo. Okay. So I really like this when people are trying to build communities in different countries. I think this is great for the network. Everything we can get is good. So $500 for this, just give it to them. I would say just give it to them. Um, $500. They're gonna build an ETC community in Kosovo and Albania. All right, Sheep Classic. Sheep Classic was the first meme coin on Ethereum Classic for sure, and they are only asking for $10,000. I say you give it to them, they will do stuff to bring more people on here. Alpha Pay, I don't know much about Alpha Pay. They're only asking for 3,800, but still need to be vetted very well. Multi-chain previously any swap. You know what? I have seen this around. I've seen this around a lot, and they're asking for $100,000. So let me just look in here and see why they're asking for $100,000. It's an infrastructure developed for arbitrary cross-chain interactions and envisioned to be ultimate router for Web3. Interesting. So it's envisioned. Multi-chain raised 60 million financing at 1.2 billion valuation led by Binance Labs. Oh wow. So that means that they have done some stuff somewhere, okay, and they are trying to get a conversion grant. Uh so they didn't follow up to include the breakdown of their budget. They didn't do that. Um Hey Miguel, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we had a couple people call out last minute, so I just decided to make a quick live of some of the projects that are on here. All right. I hope all is well with you, man. Yeah, enjoy baseball. I hope he wins. Okay. So yeah, they're asking for 10% of the entire grant. Well, they need to be vetted very well, and but for 10%, I think it's a lot. I know they are used to big money because looks like they got some big funding from somewhere else before when they started. But this is ETC, and we are starting from somewhere. So the question is, how much value are they going to bring to us? That's what the grant team should look at. All right. ETC Frog B. Okay, so this guy, ETC Frog B, if he doesn't get a grant, we will all go on a march. ETC Army will go on a march. Okay. So this guy, Tricky Mick needs to get a grant. He's worked really hard. I saw him from the beginning trying to put his NFTs together, and then talking about minting, and he was initially, I even wanted to interview him because he was mining from a truck, and I thought that was very unique. Like, he was able to connect a rig and he was mining in a semi truck, right? Before he put his rig together at home and stuff. And now he's sharing the profits with people that have his NFTs. So Tricky Mick, he's been around, and sometimes I just have a good hunch he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay. So I say give him give him the grant. He's asking for 75,000. Uh, give him all of it. At the worst case scenario, give him 50, because you know that he's just going to pump most of it back into mining ETC, which is going to go on and support the network. All right, moving on. We have Metcaverse. I don't know. Let me see. It's a okay. Meta-dimensional strategy game, GameFi in the era of Web3. Okay. Yeah, the question is, have they? Let me see. Let's see if they exist anywhere else, and if there's something to look at. So I am going to copy this, and then we're going to see their Twitter. Makeverse. Oh, they seem to have a pretty large following. Yeah, let me see. The next thing I look for is engagement on their posts. Um, Trying to find a direct post, they've been retweeting their own post. So it's a Japanese game. Okay, so it's a game that exists somewhere, or a metaverse somewhere that well, if the team is well vetted, then they could bring some value. They didn't give us did they give us a breakdown of their okay, so this is project timelines. How about break down the budget? So this is what I'm looking for. Now, Bob put this in the last week, and the people who are in ETC, people who are on the ETC Telegram, ETC grants down, those, they've seen this and they've added a project breakdown, right? But outsiders who just came in for a quick application and leave, they did not see this, and they didn't get to they didn't update it. So that's one thing I'm looking for, to see if the person is actually active and if they're gonna stay in ETC. All right, the first deflationary token of Ethereum Classic ecosystem, Safe Classic. I have no comments on Safe Classic right now. Okay, Beam is asking for 90,000. Supposed to be an L1. Okay, so I'm just if they are L1, how are they going to utilize Ethereum Classic? I may be completely having a brain fart here, but let me see. So how are they going to live on Ethereum Classic? Like, what are they going to do for Ethereum Classic? They should tell us here. Okay, why do you want to build on Ethereum Classic? We're interested in building on ETC because we believe that it offers a unique opportunity to expand our DeFi capability. Okay, so they're going to build pretty much the same tech on Ethereum Classic. Okay. Furthermore, all right. I don't know much about Beam, but almost 10% of the budget, they need to be vetted properly. Hexosave. I've seen some action from them recently. They had some gear and stuff out. You know, let them see who is behind it. At the end of the day, most of these is all about who is behind it. You know, ideas may be good and all, but some may just be here to come and go. So a proper vetting is good. Now, ETCMC is a community-driven mining pool. Okay, so these guys is very interesting. As I've only seen them recently, but they apparently have this um, device, this node, portable node that you can just plug in, plug and play. I think it's them, and they do a community mining pool, almost like ETC Frog B is doing. So I don't know. All right, this one I don't know much about them. Pick zero, so we're moving on. Find Truman, the first Steam-like story gameplay. So we have a lot of gameplay stuff in Web3. Yeah, and of course, this is where I go in with a shameless plug. It's like it's not easy to build a game on Web3, and I know this firsthand because we built Stamford Skirmish from scratch, and we got it up and running, you know. And so having the idea is good, but it's like if they haven't kind of started, if they have started without any funding, right, then you know that they're probably going to stay when they get the funding. So here we go. Griffin, okay, another exchange, bringing on liquidity for 50,000. I don't know. I don't know. Data provider, no comment. Block Scout, definitely. They need to give these guys the money. Block Scout, give them the money. Block Scout, if you have developed on ETC, formerly I was able to use it to do backend transactions, right? Like withdraw from a contract or change something on a contract, do an airdrop to a random address. But now, for some reason, when you connect, it's saying that it's connected to an instance of Ethereum and not Ethereum Classic. So we need people to be consistently updating these websites as the browsers keep updating. ETC Nigeria, they're asking for $8,000. I say give it to them, just like I said for Kosovo and Albania. Spread it, and you never know what momentum you're going to pick up. Uh, give it, give it. Sounds like a donation thing to Ethereum Classic so that every project on Give It can raise funds. Oh, projects can raise funds with ETC. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Ethereum Classic plugin for Pluget. I don't no comment on that. Automated AI, no comment. Magic Internet Money Classic. Deploy MIM stablecoin project of ETH main on. The least I know about deploying a stable coin is that you need a lot of money to make it stable. So I don't know. They're asking for 50,000. Maybe they can use that to get people, a lot of people, to add liquidity at the same time. Maybe. How about this? Let's see here. Let me see this full screen. Okay. So incentivized micro contributions system. I think I read this some time back when they first entered, and it sounded interesting. And for $2,000, why not? You want a lot of projects running on Ethereum Classic, so for $2,000, they want a reward focused platform using ATC to incentivize small contributions to Ethereum Classic. Uh, Seamlessly integrating with GitHub and social media to increase awareness of the network and engagement. I think this is brilliant, right? If they can do something like a Vine or something where somebody makes a Vine, you think it's funny, and oh, here you go, you get 0.1 ETC or something like that. But it's ETC, it's only ETC, and people would learn more about ETC. What is this coin that I need to buy, purchase? So it's $2,000. Do it. So if I were in charge of this grant, I would like to give as many projects as possible. Maybe focus on maybe 1 to 3 like top project that I would give more than 50,000 to. But anybody, most of the people asking for less that will actually stay and do the work, you know, you give them. ETC Technology Hub, vet them and see if it's good. Give them, it's $4,000 out of $1 million. All right, ETC desktop, ETC desktop for sure. They need some funding. Now, do they need all 50,000? Maybe, maybe not. But ETC desktop, I have used it. My MetaMask had frozen before, and I changed my directory to use ETC desktop, and it cleared out the wallet and it saved that address. So ETC the desktop it needs to be funded. All right, swap Oracle. Okay, so this enables integration of on-chain data. Okay, on-chain data into the ETC blockchain. Okay, this middleware serves as a bridge between off-chain data sources and okay, Swap is doing a lot. So I mean, I know they've broken stuff down to apply for different things, which is very smart on their side, because they are doing a lot at the same time. ASIC Loto, no, uh, no comment. Classic DAO. This was one of the best written applications. I really like the work they put into it to write the application. They put in some really good work into writing the application. But it's interesting what they are trying to do. Um, or the plans that they have, which is good. The reason why this project should also be sponsored is that a lot of the ETC army that are active in the dApps, are somewhat connected to Classic DAO or know the people that are in charge. So I think they should give Classic DAO a consideration. ETC reserve, no comment. Budget graph, no comment. Is it a subgraph? No comment. But they're asking for 76,000. Unhumanly, that's no comment. Classic rewards, Stamford Skirmish. Ha! All right. So this is classic rewards Stamford Skirmish. Full disclosure. This project, I am in charge of this project, and of course, I 100% believe that this project should be funded. Okay, because for many many reasons. First of all, we are the first game that has actually completed on ETC, and the characters, every single character, was 100% drafted from scratch. Our gameplay was 100% original. The whole Web3 integration, everything original, and then we are also cross-chain because our NFTs work on Ethereum Classic and Binance. So we've been able to pull a lot of people from Binance to make wallets in Ethereum Classic, because we do most of our giveaways in Ethereum Classic. So they have all learned how to use Ethereum Classic, and that's just one step in the right direction. So having people test out the waters, might bring more people to Ethereum Classic. So there are many other reasons over there. We are requesting 75,000. This is also because we do have um, a physical card section where we plan to order. The more you order, the more affordable it is. So we have physical playing cards that are going to come in a pack of 54 cards, and we plan to have a QR code on there. Ethereum Classic will be boldly featured on there, and it's going to be in game stores. It's going to be you can buy it online, and people can actually play this at home on the dining table and all that. So So there are so many different aspects to this game. Even though the game is playable now, there are different game modes, different tournament stuff that we need to build, and then a few glitches that we found that we need to update and actually continue building the game. We're planning to add more characters to it, make it more exciting. So I know 75,000 sounds a lot, but we can fully justify what we plan to spend for the what we plan to spend the 75,000 on. So again, here's just a breakdown of everything that has gone through to get the game going. And then where is the this is the breakdown of the project. As you can see, a lot of 15,000 is dedicated towards marketing. We need people full time, social media, tweeting 3 times a day, engaging the community, getting YouTube channels that sponsor play to earn games charge a lot of money, guys. Sometimes it's just $5,000 to feature someone, but the good thing is that some of them have about 100,000 subscribers with about 20,000 active subscribers, which is a pretty good reach if it's within that niche. So again, if we have a quality product, I think that's the best marketing we can ever get. So we are going to use this to complete the game. You make it a very quality game. We need a demo mode. Right now, you have to have somebody on the other end to play, so you can't have that. So we need a demo mode. That's introducing AI. That's also a lot of time for development. We have to pay the devs. Again, we're gonna add multiple chains. So we plan to just add a few other chains, just add a very limited amount of NFTs, maybe less than 1,000, just to get them through the door. So maybe okay, you mint one on ETH, or we'll give you four on ETC, and you can start playing. But when you log into the game, because our game is cross chain, it is able to read from all your NFTs from the different networks, and it's going to pull them all for you to play with as characters in the game. And guess what? This is how people get to learn how to add ETC to MetaMask. In fact, they're actually forced to, because if they don't, they cannot play the game. So this is one way we plan to bring in multiple people. We need to bring in a game chat, so I don't have to be live on YouTube before people can play. So we are adding a game chat in there. We want to add a live stream option, so when there are multiple games going on, you can click on different options and watch the games that are going on, because you see the username. Uh, he said, "Give it to them." Yeah, I'm giving it to them, man. I'm giving it to them. We plan to add automated Web3 tournament interface. So for example, if automated Web3 tournament interface, if we're using, let's say we're using ETC, or we are using ACE, or some other token, right? And it requires you to join the tournament with zero point 0.1 ETC, right? You can enter it, and it will lock it in. And if you do win the tournament, then you give it a prize, or it will give the prize to whoever won. So that's also something out there. And then we plan to build our own NFT marketplace, which is going to be very simple. It's going to include an actual swap, so that people can just swap their stuff. And then this final one is just repayment for, yeah, initially there was, when we're creating the characters and stuff, I got carried away, spent quite a lot to get different characters to get the ones that I wanted. So I wanted to put that in there from the very beginning. And hopefully we are able to get all of it. If we don't get all of it, some of the ones in the bottom here will be cut off for now, and we'll concentrate on marketing, and then completion of the game itself. All right, so that was classic rewards. Whew, whew. All right. So we're building a team. We have a pretty good team, behind, just waiting to go on. Our front end developer Sharma, he's currently on the live right now. We have an entire game team over there, made up of about five developers there, and they work on different things related to the game. So uh, we're ready. We're ready to build. All right. So Ethereum Classic Blockchain Club Ghana. 6,700. I say give it to them. Like I said, to Nigeria and Kosovo and Albania. If we are Ethereum Classic wants to spread, sometimes we gotta spread from somewhere. But I would say try to vet these people very well. And yeah, if you want me to even talk to some of these people, Bob, let me know. I'm originally from Ghana myself, so I can be able to tell if they're planning to actually stay and do it or not. So we have ETC Planet. ETC Planet should definitely get the funding because they have been able to hold up the ETC NFT ecosystem for a long time now, and we've seen some others have come and couldn't really stand up to the heat, but they've been able to withstand the heat and continue the growth of NFTs on ETC. So I'm not even gonna look at the application, but they need to be funded for real. All right, so this is another one. So there are three projects that if they don't get funded, we need to go on a march. Uh, ETC Frog B, okay. If ETC Frog B doesn't get funded, we need to go on a march. ETC Radio also. A lot of work has gone into this. Corey has hosted this over and over again. Even when there was no sign of a grant coming in, he would be very religious with his radio hosting. Now, this is one that definitely has to get the grants. Okay. And then he could use the grants for right now, the NFTs that he gives away and stuff. He uses his own NFTs. But if he has the grants, then he could, use some of the grant to purchase NFTs and whatever needs to motivate him to keep the ETC radio going. All right, ETC Ambassador Program. Who is this? I intend to coordinate a panel face. Yeah, no comment. I have no comment on deflationary swap for Ethereum Classic blockchain. No comment on that. All right, Patient Money YouTube channel. This is me. Another YouTuber. Actually, somebody sent me a link, and they thought it was funny that I applied for a grant. But I don't think it's funny because I don't know. I don't know what other people do, but I'm a teacher full time, and it's pretty stressful, and taking time out of your day every time to make content for one specific chain. Even though I really, even before, I just want to clarify that before there was any sign of a grant, I made a bajillion videos on Ethereum Classic, right? So again, if you go on my channel right now, Patient Money, and you even look up the most popular videos on there, in the first 10 you see majority of them are related to something Ethereum Classic. So I've been there, and the grant will be good. I get a new microphone, get a new setup, make things look much better, and also just get motivation to create. If let's say I get this grant and I spend about 6,000 of it to get the equipment that I need, and I'm just holding the other 4,000 in Ethereum Classic, that is motivation enough for me to be consistent and keep creating. So um, I don't know why that person thought it was funny to make fun of an application that I made, but well, I made it. You can also make yours or not. Okay, so Apecoin Classic Ace. It's just a community-inspired project that builds unique dApps on ETC and provides multiple utilities to its holders, seeking collaborations across. Okay, so asking 50,000. So the one thing is that I have seen this, and with Ace, the most interesting thing is the community. It looks like a lot of the people behind it have been around for a while, and also the they built some interesting dApps. Like they built a raffle that is automatic, and disperses the winnings, and it burns some of it, and then they do have their own staking on their own website. and then they do have staking um, with Hebe as well. So Hebe has a farm and stuff. So I think they have a lot going on for them. Considering the environment of tokens in Ethereum Classic, so they need to be motivated to stay and keep wo- working on Ethereum Classic. All right, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Port, no comment. Ascend Vision, no comment. Okay, so okay, the port 4337. I don't know what it is, but they're asking for conversion. So that means that they exist somewhere. So hopefully they go and vet them very well wherever they are. Fund ETC, a fundraising campaign using ETC as its base currency. We just saw one earlier that was asking for less, much less. The other one was asking for about 20,000. So I don't know. I think that one should probably get it. ETC chatbot, no comment. POW Summit sponsorship. ETC Cooperative is proposing that ETC grants DAO sponsor the POW Summit to bring awareness of the grants program to the broader POW system. That's this is very interesting. Bob applied for the POW Summit sponsorship. Okay. I mean, this doesn't even have to be vetted. It's just give him the money, let him do the POW sponsorship. 20,000, I'm pretty sure that's how much they need. They have the initial speakers and everything, and because they didn't include Ergo, there was a whole fuss going on Twitter, which I think is very fair because Ergo happily accepted a stolen ETC Twitter that had about 600,000 followers on there. So that's interesting. All right, guys, I'm losing my voice. I need to go drink something. My throat is really dry. Thank you all for being here, and I think what I'll do is I will go back and make another video, um, and just pick out my top 10 project that I think should get a grant, and I will, you know, get back to you guys with that. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.